Have you noticed that much of what we see in the sales world today is antisocial? Pitch slaps, false compliments, inauthenticity, and sometimes outright disinformation? Welcome to the All Selling is Social podcast, where we look at ways that we can be social in our selling efforts, no matter how we're reaching out. Each week, we talk to top sales leaders and trainers to learn what's working for them, how we can learn to talk with people, not talk at them. Join your host, Bill McCormick, and let's develop a sales game that feels as good as it works. Let's get social.
Hey everyone, welcome to this bonus episode of the All Selling is Social podcast. This is LinkedIn Strategy Day. It's Friday, December, what date is it? It is December 5th. This year is just flying by. But I wanted to bring you this I put new premium feature. I'm not sure if it's a feature or not. It's an upgrade to LinkedIn's searching for premium members. Not sure how great it is. We're going to dive in and talk about it. I found it by accident. I was doing a screen share video for a client, wanted to show them how to conduct some searches for their ideal clients. I open up the search and suddenly most of the filters were gone. And so then I see a little note from LinkedIn that this is for premium members only. This upgrade is conversational searching. And so we'll dive in about that. But listen, let me just be very clear. This is only for premium subscribers. So if you pay for career premium or business premium, any level of sales navigator, Recruiter Lite, or have a seat in Recruiter, you have this feature because you pay for that service. If you have LinkedIn Basic, you're actually in better shape, in my opinion. You keep all of your old search filters and you can search how you've always searched before. So we'll dive in on LinkedIn and see that. So listen, if you're listening to this podcast on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, I encourage you to go over to YouTube, watch the video, because we're going to do a lot of screen share in this one. So not so much a great podcast to listen to, but a great video cast for you to watch. So check it out on YouTube. So let's jump over to LinkedIn. I'm going to show you someone that I highly recommend you follow, and I'm going to talk about a post that talks a little bit more about this, as well as some other upgrades LinkedIn is doing to their algorithm and how they're using AI right now. And then we're going to look at the two different versions of search and talk about how this new conversational search works. So we'll see you over on LinkedIn. All right, welcome back. So here we are on LinkedIn. So this is my friend Kevin D. Turner's newsletter, Keep Rockin' LinkedIn. And he has got this great article here in his most recent newsletter, The Llama Brew View Radically Changes How You'll Get Discovered on LinkedIn and What to Do About It. I'll throw the link to this article in the show notes so you can see. But what I want to point you to are there are three AI systems right now that LinkedIn's using. The first is the Llama 3, which is basically who should see your stuff. It's going to figure out how you're posting and who should see your stuff. Again, I'll go into more detail on this and further posts on LinkedIn, but if you check out Kevin, he explains it really great. And then the other thing is the Brew 360, easy for me to say on a Friday afternoon. And this basically is how the algorithm is looking at your content and how it's showing up and who it's showing it to. But then the third, and this is what I want to really talk about now, is the AI-powered natural language search. And basically, we're going to look at this. So rather than just doing a search with keywords or titles or some of the other filters you're used to, if you notice right up here, let me just turn on the handy dandy annotate right here. You see right there, I'm looking for, it's taking on a more conversational search string. And so we'll take a look at that. But I wanted to point this out to you. Kevin explains it really well. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail, but I want to show you the difference between what a basic free search is and how you've always seen searches before on LinkedIn, and how this new premium natural language search or conversational search works and how it looks. So let me just pull up my other window here. I've got another account, don't tell LinkedIn, that I use just for training. And you can see it right over here. Let me move my picture out of the way there. So you can see it right here. And if you have basic LinkedIn, this is what you see when you go to search for people. You have connections, location, current company, connections of, followers of, past company, school, industry, profile language, open to, service categories, and then the keywords, which are 5 separate filters for first name, last name, title, company, and school. This worked really great, always worked great for me. I could go in and do a search, and then I could come back to this and fine tune it if I wanted to. Not anymore. So compare that to this new search on LinkedIn. And so here it is. You see it over here on the right. First and secondary connections. You can search actively hiring. Who cares? Location, current company, past company, and school. When you conduct a search, it adds a couple of more filters to it. So notice what's missing. Title, the big one. So when I would train and teach people to search on LinkedIn, first, second, even sometimes third degree connections would be one that I would hyper focus on. Their location, which is very important. So we still keep that, but then title. And within the title, I would encourage them to use Boolean search operators. For example, if they're looking for vice president, putting that in quotes. So it looks for the whole term vice president and not just one word, using words like and, or, right? A-N-D, capital A-N-D, or A capital O-R. So for example, if you're looking for marketers, but you don't want people that are digital marketers, marketing, not capital N-O-T, digital would find marketing, but not digital marketing. You can do that here, but you can't filter down. So let me show you what a search looks like now with this new thing. And so right here, now I'm not going to use that one. So if I'm looking for sales leaders in Albany, New York, in financial services. So it gives me that search, but not really, because I know Jack Roddy is not in financial services. So I'm not sure how exactly, and I'll see all people results, so we'll look at that. And so it gives me this, but here's the thing. So I have this list, but if I want to filter it down further, if I open up all filters, so now you can see it gives me a few. It gives me schools, past companies. If I want to look for past companies wouldn't be any good. If I wanted to add in, advertising services, and I click show results, it now kind of steers away a little bit from that. So again, it works. I don't think it's great. I like the old way of doing it. And so you may wonder why. Why are they doing this? What does it matter? Well, I think, one of the things, taking the title away, right? Because I search a lot for titles. I'm looking for directors of sales, VPs of sales, CSOs, CROs. By pulling that away, it keeps people who are maybe using LinkedIn for the wrong reasons, all those emails you get and connection requests you get because you're a certain title. Like I have coach on my profile somewhere. So I come up on coach lists. So you're not able to do as many filtered searches with title. Maybe they're doing it that way. I don't know. Maybe what they're doing is pushing people more towards Sales Navigator, because I can still do all the searching I need with all the filters I need on Sales Navigator. The old way of searching, it had 16 filters. I think now there's 9 with the premium. But when I'm Sales Navigator, I have like 30 some or 27. It's a large amount, and I can exclude people. I can see a running tab of the search when I do it, how many people it comes into. So I think that is that may be what they're doing, is pushing people who are using LinkedIn for sales to decide, hey, you know what? You need to go to Sales Navigator if you really want to search. more. But this whole idea of conversational searching, I think, works much better if you're, looking for a job, or if you're looking for a candidate who's looking for a job. So they're defaulting once again to this recruiter or job searching, job hunting platform rather than it being a networking platform and a sales and business development platform. And if you were to say that to LinkedIn, they'd say, yeah, well, we have Sales Navigator for that. So you should go use Sales Navigator. Forgetting that, I think business premium right now is right around $89, $90 a month. And I pay like $129 a month for the least expensive level of Sales Navigator. So it is a jump in price. So that's something that you have to keep and be aware of. So would love to hear your feedback on this feature if you have it, if you've tried it, if you've had success with it. I would love to hear that. I probably won't play around too much with it. I will a little bit with my clients just to see. I did it today with a gentleman who doesn't have to worry about title so much, so it worked for him okay. But those of us who are using for sales and business development, our ICP usually has a few titles in it, and so we want to search by title and then search by location and maybe company. Definitely first and second, third degree connections. Who do we know? So I think this is a step backward. Hopefully they test it for a while and it doesn't quite pan out, and maybe they go back. We'll see. But I'm sure they paid a lot of money for the AI behind it, so we'll see. But and also one other thing, this is rolling out, so you may not have it yet. Also, it's only for English speaking profiles right now, so I don't know if they're going to expand that or not. Again, we're wait and see. Something LinkedIn likes to do, loves to do, is change things and kind of wait and see what people say without making any kind of announcement. So if you're listening, if you're watching, go check this out. Let me know. Is this working for you? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Do you think it's a step backward? If you've had success with it, I want to hear about it. I'll do a post with this video when I drop it. And so, reply there or send me an email, bill@allsellingissocial.com, or just reach out to me on LinkedIn. But listen, this is the wave of things to come. AI is coming into LinkedIn. You probably should know Microsoft owns LinkedIn. It bought LinkedIn in 2016 for $26.2 billion, and they're making money with LinkedIn. They're going to continue to have an influence. AI is going to be more of a part of what we're doing. But my core belief, all selling is social. We have to be social when we're talking to people, when we're reaching out, we're engaging with people. AI is not able to do that, not yet anyway. It's you. You're the differentiator. You're the secret weapon that you have when you engage with someone authentically. Nothing can beat that. AI can't top that. No automation sequence can beat that. So make sure you're being social when you're out there. And we'll see you on the next episode, and we'll also see you on LinkedIn. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you later. You got me loose and set me free.